Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Connor Knowles, and this is the quickest episode of the Nerdic podcast ever. Join me, our esteemed special guest, my favorite male porn star, Johnny Sins, everybody. He's here.
You got a big dick.
Does he? I'm not entirely sure how big his dick is. This is the one where he pretends to be a podcaster.
Yeah.
And now, like, your stepsister's gonna be stuck in the washing machine behind you or something.
She's gonna walk in.
That brother, get me on the
Johnny, I need your
washing machine.
help.
There's only one way to get her out of that washing machine, Sims. Only one way.
Imagine being paid to sleep with women.
What a lie. You know, it actually seems kind of exhausting, honestly.
You know, when you get up, like, oh, can't bother.
Right. You know, it's like, oh, we got another hour-long scene to film here. Nah. You're only getting 2.5, 3 minutes out of me at best, you know? Are you looking at your watch now?
My watch has made a noise.
Is this a smartwatch?
I'm a runner now.
You one of those?
I'm a runner now.
I know you're a runner now. Yeah. You're very thin now. That's why I compared you to Johnny Sins.
Yeah. So this tells me if I'm not good enough. Not good for the compliment.
Every fucking minute.
Get up, you fat cunt. What? Whoa.
You want a Twinkie, you fat motherfucker?
You gonna put that in your mouth, you little prick? You big bastard.
Zaps you every time you grab something sugary.
Oh, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah. That's the way our society.
I just had a slice of pizza from Costco. I feel great.
A Costco pizza. Sims, do you know of the Costco guys? Surely you've seen the Costco guys.
I very
a little
kind
bit.
Of funny. Started a podcast earlier, and they're like, "Oh, I've heard about how the Costco guys," and then that's all I heard.
That's it.
Now,
you don't know anything about
them?
Oh, you need to look up the Costco guys. Yeah, they're all the rave over here in America. Costco guys. The Costco guys are a father and son dynamic, and they go to Costco and they just do Costco shit. You know, they review the food. They have fun with all the stuff at Costco. I didn't know you even had Costco in the UK, if I'm being honest. But
I think it's very similar. Like,
I think they're probably the same shit.
Ridiculously cheap pizza. Hot dog. I paid £1.50 for a hot dog.
Right, you can get like 50 pounds of grapes for like $6 or whatever, right?
Yeah,
same thing.
Who needs that many grapes?
Right, what are you gonna do with them?
Constipated people.
Grapes are fucking good though. But the Costco guys, they go in, you know, and they mostly review the food, like the pizza you just ate, you know, and then they give it a boom for the rating, you know, a boom. And I don't know what the negative rating are. I'm not even sure they've ever negatively rated something at Costco, if I'm being honest.
I just had the biggest slice of pizza of my life, and I feel great.
Do you feel good about it?
It's so greasy and all there.
I don't have a Costco near me. I do have a Sam's Club, which is the same thing. Pretty sure owned by the same company, but you know, the off brand, you know. And then there was these guys trying to be the Sam's Club guys. They're trying to compete with the Costco guys. Didn't go well. Didn't fucking go well. Sam's Club guys got fucking trashed.
So apparently, like, these Costco guys went to this ball game, tried to get people going, and everyone's like,
and they failed. Yeah, they failed miserably. They're trying to get everyone to say boom at the same time, like the review scale. Yeah. And no one was down. Yeah. Well, what's come out is that, like, behind the scenes, the dad is actually a dick to his kid a little bit. You know, he's always like, "Come on, get going, be better on camera here. You know, here's what you should say," type of thing. Very controlling parent, it seems. And now they're all turning on him. But then they have a cousin named the Rizzler. Okay, or it's the little kid's cousin, and his name's the Rizzler, and he's just hilarious. He needs his own sitcom. We should get the Costco guys on here.
Is this TikTok or?
I believe it's TikTok. Yeah, I see it from YouTube Shorts mostly.
Are you a TikTok guy, or are you like a YouTube short guy?
I'm a YouTube Shorts guy, I guess. Yeah.
So I'm a Facebook short guy.
Are you? Okay, interesting.
I don't really go for any other shorts.
Yeah, I would have never done it, but, like, you know, obviously I have YouTube downloaded, so I just click on it randomly, and now I'm fucking addicted. Look what
my
they
YouTube
did.
Shorts are ruined. My daughter watches all the YouTube Shorts.
They are stupid shit.
Algorithm, it's stupid shit, man. Watch YouTube. I got YouTube Premium as well. I don't think I could ever go back.
No, you can't go back once you get it. Yeah, can't go back.
I got it for a month, and I was like, oh, and then it ended, and I was like, I can do this. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, couldn't do it.
If I have to watch another Hue advert, look at my algorithm.
It's fucking ads.
Oh, boss. Just
What's the worst is I have mine on like not automatic renewal, you know? Look at that. Fucking horror. What are they even talking about? What is that?
Show your sport.
Anyways, I have mine on like not automatic renewal, so like once a month for like a day, I'll have to go in and renew it. But then I'll see some ads there. And in America right now, it's the political season, you know, the big votes coming up. So I'm just getting pounded with political ads, just horrible. Just get the shit the fuck off my screen.
Honestly, every time I see it come through, I'm like, Google receipt, and I'm so happy that this has happened. I'm not bothered.
Don't be bothered.
It's the most. I think it's the most used thing ever in this house.
Oh, I bet.
You know, you buy Netflix, you probably watch one Netflix show a month.
Mm-hmm.
You buy Xbox Game Pass. How many Game Pass games you played this week? Month?
0. Fucking 0.
Do you know what I mean? I paid for that for the whole year.
Yeah.
I've not. I use it now because I play a bit of FIFA.
Yeah.
YouTube Shorts. If I took YouTube Shorts off, if I took it off right now, I guarantee within 1 minute my kids are downstairs. Listen, Dad, these adverts got to stop.
Yeah, we gotta stop this. Then that's a necessity. No, more important than food and water.
Natalie could never go back. Natalie could never go back.
Can't come back. Is Natalie excited for Silent Hill 2?
Oh, mate, buzzing. Problem is we're going on holiday. We're going on holiday next Friday.
Oh,
when does it come out?
It comes out on Tuesday next week. Like
so,
the official release
like,
date. I think you could like get it early or some shit, but
I think she's got like special edition on the way. She's just like, there's no point.
She's like a giant Silent Hill fan, right?
Oh yeah, she's buzzing. And then obviously I told her about these Japanese reviews coming out today.
The Famitsu one. I was about to bring that up.
So excited.
Looks good. Yeah, looks good. I might pick it up. I was gonna wait for reviews on that one, but hey, if it's good, I
think you're looking at 8.5s, 8s.
Yeah, right around there.
IGN are just going for a phase right now, so I'll get 5.
Yeah.
IGN just not like
penguin review.
It's just bullshit. Like, what's going on?
I don't know what they're doing. I think they're just doing it for clicks at this point, honestly.
I don't like IGN anymore. Like watching the PlayStation thing, and then IGN popped because I watched it through IGN.
Yeah.
And like it's just old Brian O'Tano with a bunch of children.
The fuck are they doing?
I mean, even Max Schofield.
The whole cat. I don't even know who's there. Is Max Schofield isn't there anymore? Where'd he go?
I haven't seen him. But he's not on like Podcast Beyond.
Yeah.
There's just all these people that I just like. I don't resonate with any of you. Anymore.
Yeah.
Like
the wave of new people coming in and out always was just. I fell off after the Marty Sleva Alana era.
Yeah.
You know? That was really the last time I was like super in IGN. Yeah.
Right, but like Brian Altano's there because he's just getting paid, isn't he?
Oh, I bet, yeah. Same with Damon Hatfield, GameScoop, and then
he has been
Brian McCaffrey. Yeah, those guys that have been there like a decade or over at this point, they're probably getting fucking paid. But what a world it would have been if Greg and Colin stayed there, you know?
Yeah, I think Colin would have not lasted. Just being too opinionated.
I could have seen him been in the background and just like been a journalist, you know, not been on camera so much after a while, you know.
But I can't see Colin doing what Rebecca Valentine tries doing for, do you know what I mean? Like, if they said if IGN gets Colin,
not that in depth. I mean, he did do that though for a while. You know,
I don't think he'd want to do it now though.
Yeah, probably not. Anyways,
I think he does like the odd bit of gossip though. He does like the gossip.
Oh, for sure.
I haven't listened to a Sacred Symbols in a long time.
Yeah. I was off podcast like all summer pretty much just because of my job.
Why is that?
It's just like impossible to hide my fucking headphone during summer. You know? Yeah. It's just it gets so annoying. I get so pissed off with it because they're just like, oh, I see that. Oh, I've tried everything, bro. I've tried everything. I've
wear like a hat with shocks.
With shocks? What do you mean with shocks?
So these like running headphones.
Yeah.
And they kind of like sit here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, my one friend has like a headband. Yeah, and it goes right there. Yeah, I've thought about all that. I don't know. It's over now. I'm putting a beanie on. It's cold enough.
It's podcast season.
It's podcast season. We're back. I'm not taking them off till like May now.
What are you listening to? The news from July.
Yeah. I gotta go all the way back in Games Daily.
I would.
Like, oh, this Concord game sounds really promising.
If only you know. Man, that's crazy, isn't it? That's a crazy thing that happened.
Yeah, that is fucking insane. I can't believe how badly that bombed. Like, that's just not, it's one of the biggest bombs in like gaming history, honestly.
He just, but you know, when they were beta in it, it was almost like
it felt like no one cared then. Well, yeah,
I don't know, because
I don't
think were playing it. You know, when it was closed beta, when it was like kind of funny was playing it or like with IGNs and GameSpots and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then the public got hold of it, and he was like, "Oh, no one's really actually playing this."
Yeah, I don't even think when the game came out, everyone was saying like, "Oh, this is a bad game." It wasn't even that. It was just a unappealing game, you know, to so many people. Like no one cared, you know, and like that's almost worse. At least with like Foam Stars, everyone's like, "This looks stupid as fuck," you know. So it gets some players. The Concord is just like, "What's that?" Anyway, Sims. Let's try to get into some of the news of the week. We can do all these very fast. Nothing major. TGS happened this week.
I do yes, no.
Okay. The Xbox TGS happened. I guess that's kind of the main news story here. Nothing really major announced. Got a new Metal Gear Solid Delta trailer. Got a new trailer for that Metaphor ReFantasio game. Slitherhead got a new trailer. And then at the end, Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters 1 through 6 were announced for Xbox. Finally coming there. So go get them, Xbox.
This was a good show.
It was all right. I watched it at like 5 a.m.
Yeah, I was like, it was 10 at 11 a.m. my time.
Yeah.
And I'm sat there. I was like, oh, I'll do some admin. Put the PlayStation. I put the Xbox thing on. I was like, you know what? And then Phil turns over. He's like, konnichiwa. He's like, yes, Phil, learning your Japanese.
He only did it for like a sentence.
I like Phil, man. He's a good guy.
Nice guy.
Yeah, you know, they did all the right things, didn't they? Showed off the Japanese games, showed off Indiana Jones speaking Japanese, like give us, you know, nice to get all the Pixel games. Well, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I think it's good of them to keep a foothold there. Keep going with the Japanese. Next news story then. We'll keep it with TGS. There's just some other sprinkles that came out throughout the week of TGS. We, of course, had the PlayStation Showcase way earlier last week. Talked about that last episode. Level 5 held their showcase. The biggest thing there for me was that game Deca Police got delayed till 2026. This was a game that got announced in 2022, supposed to come out in 2023. And then they got delayed till 2024. And now they delayed it all the way to 2026. What the fuck? Who knows what's going on there? We already said Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters coming there on Xbox. Death Stranding 2 on the beach was had like a whole stage thing that Kojima did. I'm not
yeah, but I don't think it was. None of it was filmed, was it?
I think it was filmed, but only in Japanese, and like they didn't even put like English subtitles on there or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. It looks like he just showed off like the photo mode of the game or whatever, and they just had a long discussion about it. Some weird stuff coming out that like he said something about it only being 30 to 40% complete when the game's supposed to come out next year. That might be a weird translation issue, people are saying. Yeah, so he might have been talking about the Japanese VO specifically for 30 to 40% complete.
Does it need to come out next year? Like, is it a big deal if it doesn't hit next year?
I don't think so. I mean, it's a Kojima game, so it can kind of come out whenever it wants, and his fans are going to buy it. So, yeah, it doesn't need to. I still think it's going to hit. I think this game's actually pretty close, if I had to bet. Like, what's he working on? The first Death Stranding was 2019, you know what I mean? It's already been over 5 years. It'd be closer to 6 by the time this game actually releases. Does it really take that long to make a Death Stranding 2? You know, depending on what's in it and what you're actually doing. Like if you're just walking in an empty field again, does it take that long? I don't know. Continuing on then, we got our first full-length trailer for The Last of Us Season 2, premiering sometime in 2025. They showed off a lot of moments from The Last of Us Part 2. Sims, you enjoy the trailer?
I've watched it. I've actually watched it in secret because Natalie can't. I had to check the trailer to see if Natalie could watch it, and within the first note of the song, no,
too emotional. Don't want to watch that.
Too emotional. She's already emotional.
Yeah.
I very briefly watched it. I don't think I'll ever watch it again, but I do kind of want to watch it without the trailers. I don't think I'll watch another trailer. I think we know what we get in the first part of the series, and maybe one big episode with from the trailer, it looks like we'll probably get one big episode from the town defending themselves from a big horde or something.
Yeah, I'm curious how they're gonna play this exactly. You know, because we know they're splitting part 2 up into at least 2 seasons. They said even possibly a third season for part 2, which would be interesting. I don't know. I just wonder how much are they gonna take their time before the big moment, right? Like,
they've got to do it first. It's got to be the first episode, hasn't it?
I mean, technically, yeah, it would have to be, but it's like I don't know. From this trailer, it doesn't look like they get there in one episode. You know.
Do they the first episode? Is it them walking back? Second episode, is it the big attack on town?
It's only 7 episodes. I'm wondering if they have the balls to go all the way to like the 5th or 6th episode before doing it. You know?
Well, did they just not do it?
I mean, that'd be wild if they didn't do it.
Kill Tommy off instead.
Ooh, that'd be interesting. And then like Joel,
we met Tommy.
Tries to go after. Yeah, we met Tommy in the first season.
Kill Tommy.
That'd be interesting, man.
But then
you're gonna piss off a lot of people that way.
Yeah, because you piss off, because I reckon 90% of the people watching this have already played it.
You think 90%? I don't think 90%. I think there's a lot of people out there that haven't played The Last of Us. I know that. For me, I know a few guys at work that watched the show and they didn't play The Last of Us games. You know, it's funny because I feel like the people that read the books of Game of Thrones, every time The Last of Us show gets brought up, you know, it's like, oh, I know what's gonna happen here. Like, shut the fuck up, Connor.
We'll see. I'm excited. It was like one of my favorite pieces of TV. So
yeah, I'm very curious about that new character that seems to be like Joel's therapist or something. The mom from fucking Home Alone, is playing her. I'm curious.
The woman out of Beetlejuice.
Was she out of Beetlejuice? Nah, are you thinking of Winona Ryder?
No, the woman and I watched Beetlejuice for one and not long ago.
Yeah.
And the woman, her stepmom, Winona Ryder's stepmom.
Yeah. Oh, is that the mom from Home Alone?
Mom, I'm pretty sure.
I haven't seen the first Home Alone.
Actors.
Yeah, it could be. Let's just say it is.
You've
Why not?
Seen the first Home Alone?
No, I haven't seen the first Beetlejuice in a long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I watched it the other day. It was like,
I think I'm bringing up Home Alone without seeing. You took acid and then you watched Home Alone?
I thought when I watched Beetlejuice, I thought I'd been slipped some acid.
Oh. Well, that's always fun. So yeah, I'm curious to see how they're going to end up playing this. There was also a scene with Jeffrey Wright. I think that's his name. The guy from I can't even remember what the fuck he's from now. But he's in The Last of Us Part 2, the game, where he's playing the same character that he plays in the show. That guy. There's some scenes of that guy in the trailer, which he wouldn't have popped up till like way at the end of Part 2. So they're obviously adding some stuff there. I'm just I don't know. I wonder if they do like a whole episode on him just to drag this out a little bit more. I don't know. Very curious. Because I think me and you thought they would drag out the first season a bit more than they actually ended up doing when they ended up getting it all done just in one season. So I don't know. How much do they want to change? How much don't they want to change? It's weird. So yeah, that's premiering sometime in 2025. I'm going to guess pretty early 2025, probably like May. April, May. Yeah, my best bet. Continuing on then, this was big news from last week. Assassin's Creed Shadows got delayed from its original date of November 15th to now releasing on February 14th, 2025. Ubisoft says this will give developers the time to publish and deliver the best possible game at launch. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Shadows ended up getting delayed all the way, 3-4 months now. I think it's a fine delay. They can do whatever they want. It's Assassin's Creed, so it's going to end up selling no matter what. But I don't know, man. Just delaying it into that February release window where February is like super packed now in 2025, which is interesting. So they're not necessarily going in a better spot, but they are Assassin's Creed, so they'll probably be the top dog there. Just wonder how much polish can you really even do in 3 months, right? Like, if this game's completely fucked, you're not going to get a lot done in 3 months. Just completely fix it and turn everything around.
What happened?
Assassin's Creed?
Just what happened? That's exactly. Is it what like you said, what more can they do? They've obviously it looked ready. I was kind of excited for it. I was like, I don't know. I was like, if I'm gonna come back to an Assassin's Creed, because Natalie just played Valhalla and she just said like, she was like 100 hours in and she was like, I've got loads to do, but I'm full. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I couldn't imagine with those giant Assassin's Creeds, you know.
It's just fun. So I don't know. I'm a bit surprised. A friend of mine at work, he's a bit good. He's like, "Oh, I was really looking forward to it." He was a big Ghost fan. And, you know, he's into that kind of stuff. So yeah, I don't know. It's a big of a shock right at the end of the last podcast. It got delayed.
That's an interesting thing too. Is now it's going to come out the same year as Ghost of Tsushima 2, and it's like, oof, that's a rough competition for you. You know, it's like gonna have a battle of Japanese open world games where he plays a samurai. It's I don't know if Assassin's Creed gonna end up winning that one. You know, they probably will in terms of sales though, so who cares? But yeah, I don't know. I don't really care. Other than my fantasy critic, I care from that angle. Fucking bastards.
Yeah, man. Like, fucking Daniel.
Fucking
like,
bastards.
Look at me. I'm fucking. Look at. I got really good scores. Like, fuck off, Daniel.
Fuck off, Daniel. We're glad that hurricane.
I was gonna say, but it felt too much. But some say I sent
that line. Yeah, you sent it from the UK. You just blew over a little bit and turned into a whole thing while on the way over. Took out a whole state.
Like, where did he get? What did he get here? Like, no, Sony Pro. What did he get here?
He's still got Metaphor.
UFO 50.
That was the one where I was like, oh, I'm not winning after he got that. It's like it's over.
What the fuck is UFO 50?
Dude, it was a smart idea to pick up on his end. I didn't think it'd be that high. 20 points? Like, Jesus fucking Christ. No one's even talking about that game.
Ace Attorney Investigation. Nobody cares about that. Animal Well.
Yeah, Animal Well was a good pick up on his end.
My man got some fucking score, and it never's gonna come out, and that's probably get 100. Oh,
yeah,
mate.
probably. Yeah,
I thought I was gonna win as well.
Out.
I genuinely thought I was gonna win.
You got screwed on the Zelda reviews a little bit. I think it's higher though.
I got 16.
Like 16. Yeah, that's still good. I would have thought like 90 something on that one. You know,
Baby Steps isn't coming out by the looks of it.
Yeah, probably not. We're at that point where it's like, oh, if you don't have a date on your thing right now, you're probably fucked.
And then like Suicide Squad, and Star Wars did me as well.
Oof. What was Star Wars? What did that end up at?
I got 75.
Okay, not too bad.
Tekken was 90. Persona was 88.
And I thought, just to rub it in a little bit more, my other game, The Alters, got delayed till 2025. That's an 11-bit Studios game. It's interesting that they ever even put a date on it because they just put out Frostpunk 2, which is also their game, and then this is their next game. So not surprising at all that they ended up getting delayed. But again, fucking my fantasy critic. Our last news story, speaking of Star Wars Outlaws, Ubisoft Star Wars Outlaws has apparently only sold around around 1 million copies, which is not good for a open world giant Ubisoft Star Wars game. I think I read that like the estimations were that this game had to sell like 5.5 million copies just at full price just to break even. And so they are far away from that. So Ubisoft is hurting right now. So I think that probably led in a lot to the decision of why they delayed Assassin's Creed Shadows. Because they're like, oh, shit, we need a banner and we need it now. And this thing's got to be good.
I think it would sell.
Shadows? Yeah. Yeah, I think Shadows will probably help them out of that hole they're in right now. But I don't know. Not enough. You know, it's
Is it a bad press that it's getting due to the racists out there, or what's going on?
I don't think that type of shit actually matters when it comes down to sales. You know, like I don't think a lot of people actually care about that type of shit. You know, like I think majority of people are just gonna see a new Assassin's Creed game on the shelf and be like, oh, I'm gonna pick that up. You know, oh, it's in Japan, cool. Like I don't.
Oh, it's in Japan, cool.
You know, and then they'll buy that. So I don't know. I don't think it really matters. Outlaws though, that's a shame. I played through that game in a week and it was like the most forgettable game of the year for sure.
Oh, you finished it?
Yeah. I beat that game and it was
no platinum.
No, I didn't even have the urge. The open world was just really badly designed, I thought, you know, with all the side content and stuff. And it was a fine game. Like the gunplay's okay. The stealth is awful. The stealth is so bad for how much you do it. It's essentially a stealth game with bad stealth, you know, which is horrible. It's like, imagine just taking the Uncharted stealth and then making you do that constantly over and over again instead of the fun gunplay that Uncharted has, right? It's just
something that It's like one of them. It's a Christmas Black Friday £20 game.
Exactly. It's a $20 game. Yeah, that's exactly what you should pay for that. Because
I'll just wait for that.
If you're a massive Star Wars fan, it's cool. You know, just like driving around Tatooine on a fucking speeder bike. That's cool any day of the fucking week. But I don't know, man. The game just did not come together story wise and gameplay wise at the end, and it's a shame because it did have some cool characters.
I feel like it could have had like another 2 more years.
Yeah, it really could have. I mean,
like nobody expected. You know when it got showed last year? No one expected it to be the year after.
Mm-hmm. If you're gonna make
then nobody expected it to be August,
right? If you're gonna make a game revolving around stealth, it needs to be like a Hitman level type of stealth. You know, like it needs to be that good, or like Plague Tale does stealth really well. This did none of that. It was just it was some bullshit. Duck behind a thing, use your little animal to distract the enemy, and then keep going, and that was it. That was all the elements that are there, and yeah, forgettable game. So I'm not surprised it only sold 1 million copies. Yeah, I mean, I guess you're kind of surprised from like a Star Wars angle that it only sold 1 million copies.
Yeah,
but...
you think the nerds would come out,
right? But the thing is like they're not the first one anymore. You know, it's like back in like 2015 when Disney first bought the Star Wars rights, it was just there for the taking because we haven't had Star Wars games in forever at that point. Now it's like we got the Jedi games, and everyone's just like, well, I'll just go play the fucking Jedi games if I want open world Star Wars experience. So, yeah, sucks, but we'll see if that game can end up turning it around. That will do it for the news of the week. We'll move on to what we've been playing. Steven Sims.
Let's talk about Astrobot. 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 Boy.
Oh, the God of War remix is good. The God of War remix. Have you beaten it?
Have I run to the song? Of course I have. PBs. Yeah. I platinumed it on Saturday.
Oh, nice.
Saturday.
Hell yeah. Fun platinum. I enjoyed getting that platinum.
Yeah, like I played through the game. I suppose I don't know how I did it. I kind of just played a mission, went back into the mission, got the bird, cleared it up.
Hell yeah. Love that bird. And then, that bird is a genius idea.
Shout out to that bird.
Oh yeah.
And then I had this weird like relationship with it because when I died, I almost got frustrated when I died because I was like, I'm better than that. It was always cheap, wasn't it? Because like the game's so easy, it's almost boring sometimes.
Yeah.
Because I had to like stop playing it. I was like, oh, this is boring. Because I'm having fun, but like it's too easy. But then once it got a bit challenging, I'd be like, this is fucking shit. Like once it was like, I know the cheap deaths would really annoy me because I'm like, oh shit, no, because you're rushing it. Do you know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
You just get caught by a green blob, right. And then obviously all of a sudden, then you unlock these square circle missions. You're like, oh, the first triangle or whatever I logged, it was just a reality check of like, oh yeah, you suck at games.
How'd you do on the master level?
To be fair, exactly what you said. About an hour, half an hour. Yeah. Because I was just like losing the will to live. Oh, I'm doing it. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. There's more. Oh, I've died. Right, okay, let's go again. Yeah. Right, get to that bit, and then you go. It's like it's a vicious cycle of like you get to the end. I got to where you're on the ice and that guy's spinning.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then there's the symbols in 3D, and they're like spinning, so awkward to climb.
Yeah, and you try.
So
to
I'm thinking, all I gotta do is climb them. Jump on the thing, and then I think, surely that's it. I'm done at that point. But then there's that like fucking treadmill with the shapes coming out.
Yeah, and then they come at you, and you got to jump through.
So I'm like, right, this is X, and then but it took me ages to figure out how to do triangle because I'm like, I can't really jump for one because I'm kind of catching the top end of the triangle.
Yeah.
So I was going around the triangle. So then once I did the triangle, I was in like autopilot mode because I was like, right, it's gonna be square or circle, so I got to jump and I got to jump. So I just. Once I got past triangle once, I did square and circle on autopilot. Like when I finished it, I couldn't believe I finished it.
Yeah,
because I did it in such a panic. I was like, "Fucking, I've done it."
You did,
but it's a vicious cycle of like, I get to what? Let's say the spinny man. and then die, and then I'd die in that silly bit where like the two bells jump, the big circles, and you got to pull that thing out of the bird. That would then become the hardest thing ever for 5 minutes because I'm pissed off.
Yeah, you keep tripping up on stuff you already got past.
Yeah, just silly things.
Yeah.
And then when and then I think the hardest one was one of the square ones in the lava. So you start on the lava, got to get the duck, water the lava to stand on the rocks.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden there's a lizard with homing missiles. What, you don't need homing missiles in this game, okay? No. So then I couldn't figure out. I didn't know that you could throw the duck at the thing.
Yeah.
And then it just got harder. It just progressively got harder.
Yeah.
And I was just stuck on that one for the longest time.
Yeah, I love the speedrun levels though. Those are definitely in there my big favorite. Yeah, they were frustrating, but like the master level in particular, I had a great time because it was just like an hour of just like hyper focused on that. Like as immediately when I died,
that's the platinum, innit? I'm guessing that was your platinum as well.
No, I think I need one more thing in the crash site at that point. Yeah, I need the one where you like stand on top of the completed PS5. I think I specifically saved that for the end, just so when you get that picture of the platinum and I'm standing up top. Yeah.
How long did it take? Was there one particular like piece of equipment that you just couldn't get?
No.
From the gacha machine.
Yeah, no, not really.
Like the Crash Bandicoot mask, the last one. The last one out of all of them.
Yeah.
Because it just couldn't pull it.
Pop up. Yeah.
So I had to go and like earn some coins, come back, earn some coins, come back.
I was pretty good at just like, I think like after every galaxy, I would go back and then play the gacha machine for a little bit.
Just, I left the gacha machine to last.
Did you? Okay. Anything. Gotcha.
So I never customized my character. I never changed the color of my controller.
Yeah, I never really did all that either. I mean, I did every time I saw it, but like, yeah, I never really kept it.
Any of it. I didn't even know about the pictures.
Oh, really? In the Safari thing? The photo mode? Yeah, I love the photo mode. I thought it was a good photo mode for a 3D platformer.
Yeah, it was really cool, man. Really cool. What have you been playing? Because you're always better than me.
What have I been playing? I started, I wasn't on the show last week, but I started the Dead Rising remake the week before that. Yeah, because I wasn't going to play Plucky Squire, but then I was like, I didn't want to play Astrobot, Plucky Squire, and then Zelda back to back to back. I was like, it's too similar. I know they're all...
That can probably jet.
Don't talk about Drake. You can't talk about Drake anymore. You can't do that.
No, it's not. It's Lil Dicky.
Oh, you're fucking right. Why did I think that was Drake? Now I talk about Drake. Now I'm getting canceled. Fuck. So yeah, I was playing through the Dead Rising remake, remaster, whatever the fuck we're calling it. Having a good time with that. I have such nostalgia for that game. It's a weird game.
I love that game.
Yeah,
so much. I love it so much.
Yeah, it must have been the first game I ever played on 360. You know, in like the HD era. Yeah. I think I remember like going to a friend's house and just playing that game all night. And so
I remember if you had like a CRTV, the text was so small you couldn't read it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's fucking hilarious. Yeah, it looks good though.
This game?
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't even beat it yet.
It's a difficult one. It's a difficult one.
Yeah, but apparently they made that mode easier, where there's like the endless mode, you know, where like I think or it's like actual 72 hours, you know, or whatever. I don't know exactly what the mode is, but apparently they made that easier somehow, so the platinum's easier to get. I might end up platinum. I mean, it's fun enough to platinum, right? It looks beautiful now in the remake and all that. It's just fun being around that mall.
You following the guide for the survivors, or
no, not right yet. I mean, I figure you're gonna have to play it again anyway, so I can just if I am going for the platinum, just do the whole guide thing then after that. But yeah, it's a fun game. You know, just have a lot of nostalgia for it, so it's always fun being back there. I don't think I ever beat this game. Like, I think it was just always just a run around the mall, kill some zombies type of thing for me. I never really got too far in the story or like actually figured out what the hell is going on. Weird story, whatever's going on there. I don't know. Sims is dying. He's turning into a zombie right now. Continuing on.
I finished it about 2 years ago.
Dead Rising. Yeah, I think I remember you playing that. Yeah.
I remember you saying because I was like, I saw the completionist playing it. I was like, I'll play that, and I just ended up playing it.
Yeah, and then real quick, I started Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. I'm having a good time with that. It's pretty much just a giant puzzle game thus far, is what I'm noticing. I've done 2 of the dungeons, and it's just it's super fun. The mechanic of calling in the different echoes and being able to copy pretty much everything, everything that you can want is really fun. And there's just so many different creative ways to get around obstacles they put in your way and stuff like that. So I'm having a good time with it. I'll talk about it more next week.
Yeah. My friend let me have a go on the sticks for like a minute. It's like, oh, do you have a quick go? And I was like, I had 1 minute, put some beds down, walked around. I was like, I'm done. I'm in. Already. Yeah, I'm in.
I think it caught me off guard at first because I thought it'd just be like endless shit. Like I could just put a million beds around if I wanted to, but they limit you to 4, and I was kind of mad at that at first. But now I get it. You would just break the fucking game if you were able to put as much shit as you wanted around everything. So it makes sense why they did that. Combat's a little annoying just because they give you like this like bar that slowly drains, and you can like turn into Link, and that's like how you get around combat, unless you just want to call in a different enemy that you have already and then they can fight for you. But quicker, to do it quicker, you just turn into Link and then fight them yourselves. But they give you that bar, and the bar just drains super fast, so you kind of just don't use the Link ability, and you just call in someone else, and then you're kind of just watching 2 guys fight. That's a little weird. I don't know, something to work on in the future, but I love it from like just a puzzle perspective. So having a good time with it.
And then you've not started the Plucky Squire?
I'm not. No. Well, I did a little bit, but yeah, I just, like I said, I was just like, let me save this.
There's something about the Plucky Squire that went from all the way up here to
yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm really
I know what you mean.
Like, it's like every time I watch,
seems like some reviews were like really high on it, and then some weren't. Like I know Greg Miller wasn't super high on it, but then there's other people that were super high on it.
PlayStation Plus, so we'll try that. Like when this PlayStation showcase happened, I was like, it proper sold me. It was like, oh, Steve, it's actually quite worth you getting PlayStation Plus for the next couple of weeks. I was like, oh yeah, fair enough. Because wrestling, Plucky Squire, we've just.
Oh, do you not have that WWE 2K?
No,
24 or whatever.
I to get it. I've been meaning to get it here. I was like, this one looks
get it on there now, right?
Power World. We just bought Power World, so we're briefly doing that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we've only played for like 2 nights.
On PlayStation, you got it? It just came out there, right?
Yeah, it's very much like, I'm not really into survival wars, but this one's alright. I think I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I always figured you'd be into that.
But I don't know. I think we wanted to try on the Xbox, but it just means buying another Xbox Live, or buying more Game Pass. It's like with this, like you can just buy one PlayStation Plus and Resort. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you mean. All right, cool. Well, maybe we're doing this again next week since Daniel's underwater. I don't know.
Yeah, underwater.
Unless Daniel can do it from underwater, which would be cool. Cool. I saw a video of KSI and Logan Paul sent a bunch of Prime to North Carolina to, just feed them Prime because they can't get a lot of surprise, but they got Prime, so hopefully Daniel's enjoying his Prime.
You reckon he just sat there? He'd just be like, I'm not. He'd rather die. I think he'd rather die.
Daniel, just slowly sip it on an icy flavor. Like, this shit sucks.
Logan Paul was there, and he's like, I'd rather die.
He's just dying from dehydration. They hand him a Prime. He's like, get that shit out of here.
His pride would just get in the way on it. Like, I'd rather die.
All right, people, that's gonna do it for your God's podcast this week. I gotta go before I get fired, so we will see y'all next week.
Peace.
Bye,
before I get